J-Man, the Vanderwaal fan, back at it again with another video. As always, I want to welcome all of my fellow Vanderwallers and any guests who are discovering Grace for the first time. If that is you, either of you, we're all in for a treat. All of us. At least I think we are. I don't know. This was requested by Paul D. Hoff, and it was literally just released via Tom Smith as a cover of Beautiful Mess by Jason Mraz. So you know I'm gonna do this. I mean, literally, you know I'm gonna do this. There's no way I'm not. So without further ado, because no further ado is needed, we are going to go ahead and listen to Grace Vanderwaal, Beautiful Mess, cover of a Jason Mraz song. What better thing to do than that? Let's get going. Some of you might have seen this. I don't know, was this an Instagram live or something? I have no idea. I wasn't here for this, so I don't know. Month.
The best of both worlds. You're the kind of girl who can take down a man.
Her voice.
Lift him back up again. You are strong, but you're needed. Humble, but you're greeted. And based on your body language and shattered cursive I've been reading, your style is quite selective, though your mind is rather reckless. And I guess it just suggests that this is just what happiness is, yes. And when a beautiful mess, this is picking up trash in dresses. Well, it kind of
stop it.
Kind of words you write, kind of turn themselves into knives and don't mind my nerves. You could call it fiction, but I like being submerged in your contradictions. Although you're biased, I love your advice. Your comebacks, they're quick and probably have to do with your insecurities. There's no shame in being crazy, depending on how you take these words. I'm paraphrasing, this relationship was staging.
Well, that was short, but I'm happy. I was Grace Vanderwaal, so I'm happy. This girl, I don't... She can take anybody's music, anybody's song, and literally, I don't know of one song that I've heard the original version of, that I've heard her version of, that I didn't... Like, she literally ruined Be True to Your School for me. Like, ruined the original version. Ruined it. Completely ruined it. And I love the Beach Boys, and I love that song, and she ruined their version of that song. Don't get me wrong, I love when Grace Vanderwaal sings it. It's not like the song is ruined, just the Beach Boys version, because it's not as good. And that's the Beach Boys. Now, and I'm being serious. I'm being serious. It's hard to listen to the original song when you've heard Grace sing it. And that may just be me. I don't know. Look, I don't want to get too deep into what's happened in my life that's led me to the point that, you know, that's led me to a certain point. But all I will say is that, you can look at this how you want to, but Grace Vanderwaal literally graced my television screen at just the right time in my life. and saved my life. Take that how you want. That's pretty much what happened. And if you want to know my honest opinion about her music, that and why this girl is literally so special to me and her music is so special to me, all I will tell you is her music is literally worth living for. That is how she's had such a big impact on my life, that her music is literally worth living for. If there was no other reason for me to keep going, her music would be enough. And I'm not just joking. I'm not just saying that. Her music would literally be enough, because I would not want to miss the next drop, because I know that in the 6 feet under that I would be regretting it, because I literally would want to live just to hear her next drop. And that is not any kind of joke. Her music is that good to me. And I like I said, I know all the reasons I love her music, but I can't explain why. Like I said in the poser video, where literally she does all the things, she pushes it with me. Like, she literally does all the things I cannot stand artists doing. I cannot stand dirty beats. I cannot stand a lot of the stuff that she does unless she's doing it. And it's like I said, it's either a spell that she's put me under, or she's just really that damn good. And I am obviously a smart enough person to realize that she is just really that damn good. Period. And at 15, doing what she did with the Letters album, and 17, what she did with Don't Assume What You Don't Know and Repeat, and then you have Just Kids and Made It Out Alive and Drive Me Home and Drive and Need Me Now and all those songs. Every one of them, not a single one of them are a step backwards. They're all step forwards, and she's always improving and always getting better, and she writes what she loves. She writes music for herself because she is a real artist. That's what real artists do. They make art for themselves. They do what they do to make them happy, and that's exactly what Grace Vanderwaal should be doing, and that's exactly what her team, her parents, her sister, her fans, everybody should be pushing her, not pushing her, that everybody should be supporting her in doing, because that is her happiness is literally our happiness. At least it's my happiness in my experience. Like, when she writes what she wants to write and she's happy with what she's written, I'm happy listening to it because it's just that good. Grace Vanderwaal is one of a kind. She is literally one of a kind. I know everybody's one of a kind. Everybody's an individual. But musically, we have a lot of cookie cutters. We have a lot of cookie cutters. We have a lot of clones out there, and I don't mean that literally. I mean that in a metaphorical sense. We have a lot of clones hogging the airways. And then you have Grace, who is literally an individual artist who does not give two craps about the fame aspect of things. I mean, I'm sure she wouldn't mind it a little bit. I don't know. From my understanding and knowledge of her throughout everything I've seen of hers, she doesn't care about the fame. She just wants to make a living doing it, but she doesn't care about being super famous. And I say this a lot. If you're gonna be in a band to make music. Don't be in a band to make money or become famous or become rich. If you start a band or start a music career to be rich and famous, you are literally doing it for the wrong reasons, and you are not a real artist. Argue with me all you want to. It is fact. That said, Grace Vanderwaal doesn't do it for the fame, and it's everything I've seen. And I'm not talking because she isn't that famous. She isn't that famous because I've heard multiple different reasons, because her, the record label wasn't pushing her too much because of her age and her parents didn't want that. Whatever reason it is, I'm sure it's a good one, hopefully. Hopefully. But, nonetheless, this girl, I don't know my name, or I'm sorry, I don't like you, and Waste My Time are literally as mainstream as you can get, only better than what we have in the mainstream universe. Literally, I Don't Know My Name belongs on, sorry, I don't know why I keep saying that. I Don't Like You literally belongs on the radio all day, every day, in heavy rotation, because that song is the epitome of mainstream. It is literally as mainstream as you can get. Only deal about it is that it is 1,000 times better than anything that is mainstream that I have ever heard. In at least the past 15, 20 years. I don't know. This girl, I think Don't Assume What You Don't Know is mainstream. I think Repeat is mainstream. I think this girl has mainstream written across her face, and not literally. And this is literally a person that I believe, personally, mind you, that she is going to save mainstream music. I don't think she's going to do it alone. I think there's going to be a little bit of help from some of the other girls that are coming up in the industry right now. But I think she's going to, if nothing else, lead the charge into battle for mainstream to be great again. And I don't know if I'm right, but I hope I am, because mainstream is weak and soulless, and it is literally cookie cutter music, and I cannot stand mainstream music at all. But I love Grace Vanderwaal's mainstream vibe music straight across the board. There's nothing better in the world than her music, mainstream or not. Grace Vanderwaal, everything she touches vocally is literally gold to me. And I absolutely am so glad that she walked across my screen that day in a series of Golden Buzzer videos that I was watching that I normally don't even watch. And the timing was so perfect, and the song was so perfect, and I started watching all the AGT performances, and they were all so perfect. That's where my rabbit hole started, was her walking across my screen in those yellow pants and singing I Don't Know My Name. And then I watched it. It's a 28 minute long video that has all of her performances and her winning at the end, plus all the judge commentary and everything. It's all of her performances. Has the little introduction videos, and then it has her performance, and it has a judge commentary all the way through each song, and then it has her winning at the end. That's my rabbit hole. That's what uncovered the rabbit hole for me to dive into and literally never look back. And I am the happiest, like the worst possible moment of my life since I've had her music in my life literally disappears in seconds the second her music starts playing. Literally disappears in seconds. Anything bad going on in my life doesn't matter to me the second that she starts, I start hearing her voice. So Grace Vanderwaal is literally, she's in a sense, and I don't mean this literally, and I don't want anybody to take it any kind of weird way, like a guardian angel of sorts, because her music literally, it literally saved my life, and I am so incredibly grateful that she exists in this world, and I hope that she has the brightest future ever, because she deserves it. Alright, I'm going to stop talking nonsense now before you guys start calling the insane asylum on me. I hope you enjoyed this, because I sure as hell did. It's Grace Vanderwaal. It's something new, and her voice is incredible. If you have anything that I might not have heard, or anything you want me to react to specifically, by all means, this is a Grace Vanderwaal channel solely. I don't want to just react to her music. I want to react to everything Grace Vanderwaal. I want to do interviews. Eventually, I'm going to get to Strawberries, and if you don't know Strawberries, just wait, because if you know Strawberries, then you know what I'm talking about. I do want to do a reaction video to Strawberries. I'm going to do that very, very soon. So anyways, thanks for watching, and as always, we'll catch you on the flip.